Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Banners of Ruin. In the last episode, we got this small band of rebels to the rebel hideout located within the city, only to discover that it had been occupied already by a assassin hired to destroy us, Spitter, the first boss. We were victorious, however, in defeating Spitter. And we have 2 more bosses until the end. For our group, it consists of a mouse and 2 bears, with Thalsunder and Redmont being the 2 that we started with. And we just recently had hired Inkslington right before the final battle at the tavern there. I'm not going to cover every single card that we possess, as I think it would take too long, but if you're curious as to what my deck consists of, I'm going to quickly show you all the cards here, so you have an idea of what I have so far. Our deck is getting rather large. We started with, I think, 16 cards in it, and now we're up to 29. So we should probably think very carefully about adding any further cards to our deck, and we will be interested in removing cards from the deck as we go forward. Here is the gear that our current adventurers, infiltrators possess. The hatchet for Thalsunder, a shield with take cover, and superior medium armor. Redmont has a billhook and heavy armor. Inkslington has a crossbow and superior medium armor. In our stash, we have a club and superior light armor. But at the end of the last episode, I also said that this armor has 1 more than the normal light armor. That was a gigantic mistake. It has 4 more starting armor compared to the normal light armor. We also have 1,858 florins to our name, gaining 1,000 as the choice we made at the end of that last battle. With all that said, we're ready to start the first encounter for the next act. These combats will be more difficult than the ones that we have faced in the first act, if I recall correctly. Let's go ahead and get started. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. Okay. The hare here is more or less what we fought before, using an 8 attack, safety, and numbers to begin, but he's got 40 hit points and 35 armor. The last ones had, I think, maybe 16 armor or so. We have a footman here who's doing 3 quick attacks on Redmont for 3 points each. He has fury. Thankfully, he doesn't have any charge, or he'd be doing more damage with these attacks. And here, this other guard is also attacking Redmont to start. We don't have an ability to move any of them, and it doesn't look like we're going to be killing any of them either with what we have to start. Unless we get extremely lucky. Yeah, I don't see it happening. Thankfully, Redmont has 30 points of armor, so we can take these hits. And they're still scattering their attacks. Something we'll want to consider is if we want to play all these cards in our hand, we should pay attention to the vigor that we possess, because we only lose this when we play a card. So, for example, I want to use Thalsunder's rush ability combined with his racial power in order to gain charge. But when I do that, I will end up using his vigor. So I should also spend this to make sure that I play first a very strong card. Why not play setup first to apply 6 damage, apply 2 vulnerable, and draw a card to start. And we play that here. Or do we want to kill this guy to start? Actually, let's focus on the footman. He's got more hit points than the city guard axeman. But he's also more dangerous than them. Now that was free. It didn't cost us any stamina to use that because of Vigor. The next thing we'll do is use Charge. Use his his racial ability, which gives him... This is called racial ability. So he's used racial ability, and now he can use Rush, targeting the same enemy. And now he's gained 9 points of charge, so his next attack will do 9 more damage. Let's have Inkston use Calculating Strike next to have us gain 2 card draw, and we'll still attack this footman. We'll use a Deep Strike, which doesn't really do more damage here, but we're going to lose this card if we don't use it anyway, so why not use it for 4 more damage? Now that he's reduced to 10, Thorsunder's Hatchet should be able to break his defense, and when it does so, he'll gain 2 charge. And we obviously do not use strong stuff. Okay. Attacking Inkston and applying Vulnerable to her. Attacking Redmont, doing 6 damage, and will apply Bleed 4 to him. Also attacking Inkston, trying to put a forceful blow on him. We can move Redmont here, and he can take these hits while avoiding this attack from this footman. Especially because I don't think I will be able to kill anyone on their side of the battlefield this turn. Oh, I lost Vulnerable for some reason. Vigor. I guess it ticks down. Darn it. Okay, so we waste it if we don't use it then. Oh, well, that's good to know. Okay, I didn't realize it worked that way. So, well, I guess what we'll actually do is we can move Inkston to avoid these 2 attacks. And although we'll take a little bit of damage on Redmont because the bleeding will proc. No, let's stick with the original plan and move Redmont in front of Inkston. So we'll have Inksington do that. Actually, no. Redmont should use it himself because he has 3 will. So he'll withdraw himself here, which also gives himself 5 armor. Thorsunder can use his round shield on himself, and then use to take cover. On Inkston. We'll use a pink powder. Actually, no, we should use a momentum first. This way, we can gain more charge, and pink powder will do more damage to all of them to start. So let's do that. So momentum. We discard a guard. And now we play pink powder. Redmont can use a guard. I forgot we're not equipped with the club. Actually, no. Thorsunder could use more armor, so let's do that with him instead. Okay, and now we end the turn. $12 damage to Thorsunder. 12 damage to Thorsunder. And he's just gaining armor, so we can ignore the footman this turn. Actually, well, we're not killing either hair this turn either, so we should think about that. I think we can take away this Axeman's... Oh, it's every 2 stacks of vulnerable. It loses 15 damage. Okay, that explains it. I thought it was for every stack of that. So Sunder will strip most of the armor off one of these Axemen. What cards do we still have in our deck? Let's grab the Billhook. So we'll use Improvise. To ensure that Billhook will be the next card that we draw. I can't draw it, unfortunately, via any of the cards I possess to guarantee it goes in our hand at this moment, but we'll be able to split up the group next turn. We actually have the damage that we need to kill this bear this turn if we so desire as well, but maybe we can kill the axeman as well. Let's start with a Sunder here. Takes away all his armor. Can we kill him? No. They're all attacking Thawsunder, Tim. Okay, so let's use a sharpened steel here to bleed him, which will also lower the damage that he does. And we'll put some damage on the footman. And some more damage on the footman. And we'll use solid footing on Thawsunder. We definitely want to kill this guy or push him in the back because he's going to gain 5 more charge at the end of this round. Oh, they're wild strikes. He moves after they use them. Okay, so they separate themselves for us. This guy's going next. And I don't mind that attack. I don't mind that attack at all. So now I don't want to use the bill hook because I don't really... Well, we could pull him forward to make sure no one gets an attack this turn and then kill this bear. We still have our kick around, right? Yes, so we can kick one of the 2 hares into the background next turn. So let's use our bill hook to pull this guy forward. And now they won't be attacking at me at all. We can use the experience strike. Actually, we're not killing the bear this turn. Unless we hit him really hard. Let's use exertion. And grab the experience strike. Which Redmont cannot use. But Ingston can. And now this is almost dead. Thawsunder can use the guard, which will banish it. And we end our turn. And drawing only 5 cards is pretty rough. Okay. Well, we need to kill this guy. And, oh, we can use red powder to just have that happen. So let's use red powder to start. Now with Overwhelm on them, maybe we can kill one of these guys with the crossbow. We can kick this one back so we don't have to worry about him for a round. And since he has Overwhelm for 2 rounds now, along with Vulnerable, I don't want to Carnage my Vanguard. Technically, Thawsunder could use a little more hit points, so he'll use Vanguard here. And now we end our turn. And we've won. Let's use a Sharpened Steel for 10... Actually, Sharpened Steel should always be used by Ingston because it does weapon damage. And we won. Excellent work. Tim, excellent work. 111 florins and a card. I like having at least 1 invigorating blow in my deck, so we're taking this. Deals 8 damage, and if we dealt a total of 13 damage with the attack, we will gain 2 stamina and 4 restoration. Restoration ticks down 1 each turn and heals you at the end of your turn, I believe, by the amount shown. I really don't understand these numbers at all. I don't understand these numbers at all. Why? They were all 18s. We chose this one. They all decreased. That doesn't make sense to me. Only one of them should have decreased. All right. So, what do we have here? Modify talents. Receive blessings. Sparring partner. We need money for this, but we have plenty of money, so why not increase our stats? Let's go visit this. An athletic wolf stands beside some training dummies, each scarred from a lifetime of sword strikes. She looks like she knows her trade. As you approach, the wolf sizes you up with a quick glance and selects a sparring sword from a nearby rack. What are you looking to train, friend? She asks in a strict but pleasant manner. You look experienced. There's always room to improve. We can improve one person's stats slightly. Let's increase a character's stamina by 1. I'm tempted to give it to Redmont. One of these two. Well, even Thawsunder could use it. I'll probably be giving him increased will next level up. But the increased stamina would counter the stamina cost that Redmont has for wearing the heavy armor. You know what? I think I've convinced myself. Let's give it to Redmont. After a short but punishing session sparring with the wolf, you find yourself filled with newfound confidence, full of vigor. Pleasure doing business, she remarks and turns away, clearly still far less out of breath than you. Now they're all 16. I really don't understand this. A back alley? Select the lane and remove the next 2 cards. Stand or perish, which is an elite combat. I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet. And Blackfoot agents, which will remove this combat. Let's select them. We haven't seen them yet. Another pair of Blackfoots move onwards towards the street. Through the street. You recognize them through the Black Church. They'll do with any trouble you'd rather not. It didn't get rid of this. Okay, well let's do a standard combat then. Oh, and... oh, no, this is not quite the same battle. We have a new opponent here. An Ender Guardsman. Thrust. Deals 12 damage, gains 5 defense. Nothing special about these otherwise. 2 of them are attacking Ingston. Let's use our round shield to start. Right, we're going to lose this. Doesn't sound like we do lose it automatically. Oh, I understand. The vigor counters the first winded that we have. That's why it vanishes on Redmont to start. Okay. Okay. Well, let's do a calculating strike. So we can draw more cards. I want to focus on one of the hairs to start. What card do I think I need? It might be a wise idea to pull the withdraw to the start. So let's use improvise and make sure we get a withdraw. The kick could also have been useful, now that I think about it. Use round shield. Use take cover. Use a guard. You might as well use a deep strike. Damage times 4 to Redmont, attacking for 8 damage, and then her defense is raised to 8, but we don't really care. I'm sorry, 35, but she already has 40, so that won't do anything to her. And he's attacking Thawsunder and applying a vulnerable to him. We can bill hook one of them, so why don't we move this guy to the back to start. We don't have to worry about that vulnerable now. We can move Redmont out of the way with a withdraw as well that he'll use on himself. And now the front two will miss. Since I see a rush, let's go ahead and use racial ability. And gain some charge. We might as well use Vanguard, Tim. We'll use the experienced strike. A normal strike. And then solid footing. $12 damage, and he's getting 5 defense. Applying vulnerable to us. We've got both powders and crossbow ready. We can probably kill one, if not both of the rabbits, if we so desire. So let's... We also have setup for 2 damage and draw a card. All very useful here. Start with... No, we should start with these things. So, my only concern is that we will lose the 2 charge if I strip away the armor from both of these guys. So let's use red powder to start. Back here. Then we can use hatchet. And with that charge, we can use pink powder now. That was a big mistake. It should have been Redmont that used it. So we could use setup with you. But it's too late. Let's use momentum now. I'm going to use it on this guy. Since we will want vulnerable. We don't need strong stuff used. Our crossbow... might be able to kill... Oh, but you know what we can do? We can use momentum here to discard this and gain charge for next turn. Our crossbow will be a guaranteed kill on this one, and I think I want to kill this one. Actually, I think we will kill this one too. I don't like the idea of vulnerable being on Redmont. But he can take that hit. So let's try killing the one that is... Because I think we will inflict 200% damage here and kill him. Attacking Redmont for 18. He'll take an extra 25%, but he'll be okay. I guess we can start with a shield. And then we can use a Carnage. We should use it with someone different. Let's use it with... let's not use it with him yet. Let's use Carnage with Redmont. And we'll get rid of this guard. Turning it into a Ruin card. I'll show you more about Ruin cards after this battle's done, everyone. Putting a bleed on him now. Frenzied Gouge. Gain 1 Hysterical. Hysterical makes it so that you lose all your shields and you can't receive any more of them. Deals 5 damage, applies 5 bleed. I think I like this. Let's have Ingston use this. We don't care about her defense that much, just use back there. Oh, the game wants me to make sure that do I really want to use this? It's a Ruin card, so it's making me click it a second time. I really do want to use it. And we can't do 13 damage to her, so we're not going to benefit from that stamina and health regen. But I think we should still hit one of these two for damage. What's up in my deck, by the way? Oh, almost no damage. But there is a single sharpened steel, but we'll have to hope we get it. But our crossbows here, we can... No, I need to invigorating blow the back one. Oh, and we killed it. I didn't want to do that. Okay. I guess we'll kick her then, to stop her from attacking. I don't feel like we need to use exertion, unless there's a card that I just want to get rid of back here. You know what? I do. Let's use exertion, and we'll grab a strike to take it out of this deck. And we'll use it immediately to make sure it's banished. Instant can sharpen steel. Since you're being attacked, Thalsunder, let's give you solid footing. You can strike there, and the club will be banished. She has armor. We need another stack of vulnerable if we want to make sure it's gone when we use Sunder on her. Oh, we did the damage we needed to anyway, because I see Soul Thunder has restoration on him. Let's use red powder to start. Oh, we're not going to even need Sunder now. I guess we should just use this. It's only 4 damage. We're not going to use it quite yet. Actually, no, we should use it. Then we'll use setup. Deep Strike. He's in the back rank, so we'll do more damage with that this turn. Let's use... Who are you attacking, by the way? Let's use Momentum. Discard the Withdraw. And now use a Deep Strike. $94. I don't think we take any of these. Thalsunder and Redmont are now level 4. Alright, so I think we'll take another point in will for you, Thalsunder. Barrage. Deal 2 times 4 damage after playing. This shuffles back into your draw pile. Dancing Blades. Deal 3 times 3 damage to 2 opponents. Every time you damage, you gain 2 shield. I like this. Move swap to target position. Remove wounded from ally. I like this too. This allows me to do some movement shenanigans if I need to. Both of these are nice. Since this one's 3 stamina and this one is 1. Oh, but we will get lots of charge with Dancing Blades. Both of these are nice. I really wouldn't mind having more movement in case things go bad. So I'm going to grab Encourage with him. And for Redmont, we don't really need more will yet since he has Bless. It's like another stamina point for him. Cornered. Deal weapon damage X times for every stack of Winded this character has. Banish. Another strong stuff. Bull's Charge. Deal weapons damage. If target has moved this combat, apply 6 bleed and 3 vulnerable for 3 stamina. I'll take this. Although, well, this is useful to him with his heavy armor, since he does have cornered. Since he has heavy armor, he'll gain what's like a winded if I take cornered. But that's just 10 damage for 1 stamina, which is decent. It also would encourage me to give him an even stronger weapon. But I think we'll take Bull's Charge with him instead. Some weapons and armor. We can do another battle. We can buy cards. This one's around for 2 turns. So let's do a combat. Another one. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. 12 damage to Redmont. Wild Strike. He'll move to a random spot afterwards. 12 damage to Thalsunder. 12 damage to Ingston. We've got the armor on everyone, so we don't really need to move anyone around if it comes right down to it. I think we will kick one of these, though. Oh, they all have fury, so they're all going to be getting angrier as the battle continues. Let's start by kicking one of them. Now that it's in the back, we can deep strike it for quite a substantial bit of damage. So let's do that. And we'll focus on that one as well if we can. Still attacking Ingston, and this will take all her armor away. I should... Oh, remember that. We have Bull's Charge, and they did move this combat. It won't quite kill this one, and I don't think I want to kill it, because I want their rounds being split. So I'm going to solid footing with Ingston back here. We're going to red powder this side. I kind of messed this up. Ingston should have been red powdered first, because I'm going to end up with... I'm going to end up having to use Thalsunder and losing his vigor. But it's too late. I've committed now. Is that right? Yeah, that's correct. If I want to use this and set up and Bull's Charge, Thalsunder has to get involved. Okay, we'll just have to have that happen then. So, red powder it is. We will set up one of the front lines. We'll Bull's Charge one of them. And then we guard, and guard. Darn it, they're all back on the front line again. And they're ignoring Redmont to attack others, okay? 2 of them are attacking Thalsunder. So, let's have Thalsunder withdraw. Is that right? Yes. Since one of them is attacking Ingston, we can have Thalsunder withdraw himself here to block for that. We can use a hatchet. Yeah, we'll use a hatchet here. Shatters his armor. Gives us a little bit of charge. We use a round shield. And we can use take cover on Redmont. There's no one with armor, so Sunder's not going to help us. So the last thing we have is our crossbow, which should kill one of these guys. So let's do that. Times 4, move swaps to random position for both of them. We do have our bill hook this turn, so we're going to want to move someone around. Let's move the stronger one into the back rank. I want our calculating strike, so let's use improvise here to make sure we draw that next turn. guard here. Okay, we use calculate. Well, it's 8 damage, so we absolutely should use it. Let's start with the pink powder to damage both of them. I should use his racial ability to start, since we'll gain 2 stacks of charge. For 6, I'm sorry, 6 stacks of charge. We can use exertion. And let's grab, I think, our bill hook. And we'll use a strike to make sure it gets banished. We can pull him forward with the bill hook. Actually, I think he's dead right here. Nope, he's not quite dead, but he will die anyway. To our crossbow. Deep strikes are useful. We could benefit from another one of those. Field dressings are useful as well for curing bleeds. And it gives that person 5 shields. But I'm getting too many cards. But I think I want another deep... No, we can't. We can't afford it at the moment. We need to get rid of cards. None of these. A hidden gem. Let's get another upgrade token. Bleeding. It'll just be bleed 1 on the card. We could strengthen Carnage, for example, and make sure that it gets... it'll have bleed 4 to start. Oh! Or we can maybe put it on one of our powders to apply 1 bleed to everyone. So why don't we do that? We'll put it on our pink powder. Uh-oh. They've cornered you on all sides. The only way through is to fight. Oh, this again. This is exactly the same battle that we just had. So I guess we didn't quite kill them. They got, or they pretended they were dead, got back up, and now they're after us again. There's a round shield. Who are they going after? Redmont and Ingston. Take cover back there. Let's use a guard here. Let's use an exertion to re-get that guard, which we're going to use on Thawsunder, so it's banished. Redmont can use a solid footing, and we can strike one of them. Oh! Encourage! I didn't even see this last battle, or... Yeah, I don't remember seeing it. We must have killed him quickly. Attacking Thawsunder, so we could just encourage to move him to a different tile. We also have our withdrawal, but I don't need a withdrawal. That costs a will. This costs no will. So let's see if this works the way I think it does, and he will encourage himself. And we move... Oh, okay. So that's how that works. So he moves. Oops. 1 second. Lost my headset. So he moves, and no matter where he moves to, we also can remove 1 winded from an ally. Very nice. Okay, let's begin weakening one of these two. So... we don't need the momentum withdraw card. We'll get rid of it for some charge. And let's focus on this one. Gives us 2 backpack. So we'll draw 2 more cards next round, and then 1 more card the round after that. We have a kick. We could send one of these 2 into the back line if we so desire. And Bull's Charge. They all moved, so we should absolutely use Bull Charge. We have Rush, so if we want to gain even more charge, we should use Rush to help out Thaw Sunder. And a Deep Strike, which will be nice for dealing with this thug. Or we can push one. We can push one of the wounded ones back there and then finish him off. So, let's use Bull Charge to start. Actually, no. Let's kick. Alright, what do I want to do? We have lots of things we can do here. I want to do all of them, and I should do all of them. We gain 9 damage if I use Will and... Well, we gain 9 charge if I use his racial ability and then Rush. So let's do that to start. And then... Let's use Bull's Charge to push one of these two to the back. Sorry, to do good damage, vulnerable, and bleed him. I think we'll kick one of these others to the back. Oh, no, kick has to be this one. If so, I can't kick him to the back because this spot's occupied. Kick will be wasted if I do that. So we have to kick him. That's acceptable to me as well. Let's Carnage here. And get rid of this guard. And I'll focus on the one we've pushed back there. We can Deep Strike him. Sorry, Experience Strike, which won't quite kill him. But he'll die next round, thanks to the bleed stacks he has on him. And then we'll Deep Strike the other one. Now, we picked up Blood Wrath as our Ruin card. Apply 4 charge to each character in rank for every stack of bleed on that character. So if we had bleeds, we would gain charges. But we don't have any bleeds, so we can't really take advantage of this. But I think that's still a better... Well, is it a better option? Probably not, compared to the strike we just had. Alright, Thaw Sunder, what are we doing? So we should kill these two, and we've got the capability of doing that. So, or maybe we don't kill them both. He's dying automatically, right? Let's pull this one to the front with a bill hook to start. And then we can red powder them. So hold on. If I pink powder them, well... If I pink powder them, Sunder can remove all his armor and still be useful. No, we should red powder. Red powder to start. Then we pink powder. Which also... Oh, it bled them for 3 damage. Why was that 3 damage? Oh, the upgrade token is bleed 3. Okay. And then I guess we will Invigorating blow one of them. Let's... what cards are coming up? We have quite a few damaging cards. So we will Invigorating blow this one. And I think we will use Improvise to guarantee we get a useful card in our hand rather than just Guard, for example. I wouldn't mind having the crossbow, so let's use Improvise and take the crossbow. And Sunder does nothing, so we don't use it. They still have Overwhelm on them, so our crossbow combined with... So Overwhelm, 3 stacks of it, 75% more damage. Vulnerable, 25% more damage. Our crossbow should kill this one. And we should kill this one with our sharpened steel as well. Oh, she gains passive after she should have fired this first, not second. I forget the crossbow applies passive to her. That's really... I should remember that. 107 thorns, and... we could... I like all of these. I don't know if I have room in my inventory for these, though. Not all of them. A 0 cost stamina invigorating blow, though. We'll grab this, after all. Inxington leveled up. At the start of their turn, if this character has more than 75% vitality, they gain 1 stamina. Fundamentalist, which we don't want. And Rend. Deal 5 damage, apply 2 vulnerable, and 1 bleed. I like both of these. Wait, what is this? I don't understand what's happening. Heathen. Oh, okay, I see. So, this Rend is given to us whenever we ruin a card. It's the Heathen ability. Okay, so we don't get Rend. We gain Heathen. I'm going to take Energetic. And as for this, it's probably best that we grab another point of stamina rather than willpower. But we have plenty of stamina at the moment, so we will take another will for Inxington. Her Energetic will give her will at the start of the battles, at the very least. Alright, everyone, so before we do anything else, I want to show you guys the Ruin cards first. So let's... to do that, though, we have to go back to the main menu. And I have to go to Unlocks, I think. Nope. That's the wrong thing to do. These are all the cards that are available when you ruin a card. They're all somewhat useful, even though some of them look awful, like Injury, gain 10 bleed. But bleeds can be used, as you saw, with certain cards that can really let you hurt the enemy. 10 bleeds, for example, on a bear, and then if that bear uses his willpower, for example, will convert that into 30 armor. So these are very useful. Don't be afraid to ruin cards. There is a difference, by the way, when it comes to ruining cards that the game will warn you about. If you ruin a card in combat, that card that you ruined remains the ruined card for that combat, and then goes back to its normal self the next combat. But if you ruin a card here, during the campaign stage and not in combat, through the options that you choose, that card is permanently ruined. I think we want the intelligence here. I'm content with my weapons currently. For weapons, I haven't really found too many amazing weapons in the game. Like the ones that I've started with, like the axe on Thallsunder. My other mouse, when I beat the game, he had that same axe at the last battle. There are arguably better weapons, but you're not guaranteed to find them. And you can get to the very end. As far as I'm aware, most of the weapons in the game are... you can find them anywhere. And so I generally don't want to go to the weapons merchant. Let's use intelligence, because I see plus 500 experience here. You find a letter from your superiors detailing important information concerning the enemy. One person gets it. Oh no, we all got it! And that leveled Thallsunder and Redmond up again immediately. Perfect! Alright, Thallsunder. What have you gained as abilities? Savvy. When this character plays a weapon card, spawn Improvise. So whenever he uses his hatchet, or his I don't think his shield's a weapon card, but it might be. He can make sure a card is in his, we draw it next from our draw pile. Lone Wolf. At the start of their turn, if this character has no allies, they gain 30 shield, 5 charge, and 3 stamina. If we think we're going to be losing companions, this is a good thing to take early on. Because, believe it or not, I know certain people have beaten this game with one character. I think, though, Lone Wolf is practically a requirement to help you do so. Unholy. At the start of their turn, all stacks of bleed on this character are converted to vitality and removed. So, if we have a lot of shielding on him, for example, so bleeds go through... Oh, well, actually, this also ignores our armor. But this would allow the bleed damage to only tick once effectively, as opposed to every single turn. But I'm going to hope that we can avoid bleeds, and we're going to take this instead. As for upgrade stamina or will, I'm tempted to take another willpower point on Thaw Sunder. We're not currently really in a position where we're running low on stamina. So let's grab another will. And as for Redmont, I am tempted to give him another stamina. Blessed is countering his low will. And what does he gain over here? At the start of their turn, if this character has any will, they draw 1 card. I'm taking Patient. Fanatic. Whenever this character takes any damage from bleeds, they gain 1 will. Oh, that's amazing too. Blackfoot, a bear unique talent. Whenever this character kills an enemy, 1 roar is spawned in your hand. Roar will, as you see, applies 2 stacks of overwhelm, and he gains 5 charge. I want more card draw. We're taking Patient. And now I think we will give him 1 more will, just to make sure that we're not going to run out of it anytime soon on him. Let's do some more fighting. We have a tougher battle here, which will also give us some equipment. Let's try this fight. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. This looks like a nasty battle. Safety in numbers. So, we've seen these guys before. They are a little weaker, less hit points than the other hares we've fought so far. An Elder Brute. He is gaining Fortress, which will give him 25 more armor and 3 stacks of bolster. But he's not attacking us this turn. And behind here we have 2 footmen. Footmen are enraged each round. We actually want to kill these guys first if we can. Okay, let's get started. So, let's first start. You know, I'm tempted to use the pink powder here. No. Okay, let's use the racial ability on our mouse to start. And we'll use the pink powder. Or do I want red powder? Red powder first will let pink powder do more damage than pink powder first and then red. So do red powder. Back here, which will give us 2 stacks of 6 charge. I see an improvise, and I also see a calculating strike. But, oh right, calculating strike team does not let you draw cards immediately. Why don't we go and use improvise to make sure that we'll grab something like our Sunder. No, we won't need Sunder. The billhook could be useful for moving people around. But I think I want my deep strike for next round. Redmont. Ingston. Okay. Let's not use the pink powder back here. I guess we should use it with Thaw Sunder, since he'll do an extra 6 damage. This is probably going to do close to 17 damage to both of them. 19 damage to both of them. We'll use a calculating strike. And they're... One's attacking Inkston. Okay, I'm fine with them attacking, and we're not going to use guard. We're going to use Carnage instead. So let's do that. And we'll keep hitting the one that we took the armor away from. Despair. Banish 2 non-ruin cards in your hand. Deal 20 damage, gain marked. So if the character dies, then vulnerable is applied to other allies. This game is one of the few games where I find the banishing mechanic and changing cards to ruin cards is rather interesting. Like, I haven't seen this done anywhere else. So you can hold on to what equates to garbage cards, because you can convert them into good cards later on. Okay, so we have Deep Strike and Crossbow. Crossbow will totally annihilate this footman. So we don't really need to Deep Strike him. I'm tempted to use Thaw Sunder's racial ability again with Rush to gain... Well, that's just his 3 charge, Tim. Yeah, don't hold off on that. We have a club, which is useless to us. No one's wounded, so Vanguard's not too helpful for me at the moment. I think we'll start with a Sharpened Steel. If I hit this guy, it will kill him. Ingston can kill both of these, I think, Tim, all by herself. We should really use that Deep Strike. So let's use this to start. To do 24 points of damage to this one in the back. And he won't quite die yet. He's got a little bit of life left, or that bleed would have killed him. So... I don't really want her. I guess we're killing the back line. It's just 9 damage to him, and he'll die next round. Kill this one, though, this round. So let's use our Sharpened Steel. Actually, okay, so hold on. So why am I leaving this backline alive? Why not kill both of them? Because I want them alternating rounds. If this backline is alive, I can focus on this for 2 rounds and not worry. And since the footman is guaranteed to die next time it goes to the backline... Oh, but the hairs also move around a bit. Okay. Well, she's dead anyway. We will leave this back line around. Okay, so let's just kill this footman. I want to kill that footman with our crossbow. Let's use a Sharpened Steel on one of these guys instead. And then we'll crossbow. Actually, let's make... not sure yet. Let's use a round shield. It is a weapon. It counts as a weapon, so that gives us improvise. Okay, then I want to grab setup for next round. So let's improvise, and grab setup. Make sure that's going to be present at the beginning of next turn. We have a Vanguard. Let's keep beating up the little ones. We have stamina, so I should arguably play Rush. Oh, actually, I think we'll play We'll use a guard instead. Actually, we can use both, Tim. Guard and then crossbow kill that one. And we use rush here. Do I want to use the racial ability? I think I do. Let's use it. And we use rush. And gain 9 charge. Our club is banished. Attacking Redmont. Attacking for 18 damage, Ingston. Attacking Redmont. I didn't draw any of my movement abilities, which is a bit awkward. Let's start with a setup here. Kick! Perfect. We can then kick him to the back rank. Since he moved... And, well, actually, since he has vulnerable, we should first start with Asunder. Oh, I don't have Bull's Charge. I have strong stuff. Okay. These guys are both attacking Redmont. So let's have Redmont give himself more armor with a guard. Then a solid footing. Oh, stop. I have stamina left for that. Okay, let's solid footing. And then we strike. And invigorating blow. And end our turn. Attacking Redmont now. He's dying, so we can ignore him. We should absolutely play Hatchet because we gain... Well, Improvise is useless to us. Our draw pile has only 5 cards in it. So we don't care about Improvise, so I shouldn't think about this too much. Let's encourage himself. Move it away, and then take... Sorry, we'll guard Ingston. Take this away. I don't... By the way, I'm not starting with False Thunder in front of Inslington, because I want the AI being tempted to attack all of us, to spread that damage out. We'll use the hatchet. 8 damage. So we're not going to gain the charge. So let's have Redmont use... Oh... This is 5 damage. We'll use this here. Then we can use the hatchet. We can improvise, but I don't care about improvise. You know what? We're going to withdraw Redmont. There's no reason to take that damage if I don't have to. Invigorating blow. And we'll have him solid footing himself to end. Alright, Hairs. 12 damage, moves to a random location. 6 damage, is that right? 12 damage gains 5 defense. I think it's because of the weapons that they're using. Determines what type of attacks that they're doing to me. So everyone's moved this turn, which is nice. So Bull's Charge will do more Actually, did these two move? No, these two did not move yet. You know what? Let's pull him to the front to start. We will then use momentum on Thawsender, discarding the strike to gain charge. we'll use red powder next on this group. This one's now dead automatically. We don't have to worry about him. Let's use... Oh, what's in here? We could exertion even more red powder if I so desired, but I'm not going to do that. Let's now exertion to take back the billhook. With red we'll... Oh, if I use, I can't use bold charge. But you know what? We're going to do it anyway. Put him back there now. And that will do. I'll have to do. I don't think I need to do this damage. We have one, so I don't need to use the spare. Oh, it would be tempting. It wouldn't quite kill him. You know, you don't need it really an encourage any longer, though, Tim. You could drop encourage. You know what? I think you do it, Tim. Drop encourage. You don't need the round shield either. Let's play setup first. It's the other card we get. Solid footing. Okay, yeah, let's use it then. So we'll use the spare. And we'll banish solid footing and encourage. And we'll do 40 damage to the Elder Brute. We can then hatchet him to death. Which gives us an improvise, which we will use to take a kick. We can then use the round shield. Use it, take cover on... He can use it on himself! Really? That seems a bit broken. And then we can pink powder our hair friend. Can I, if I use another one, another improvise, do I guarantee both of those cards are in my hand? Oh, I can't. I'd use stamina. Okay. Darn it. Mistake on my part. Okay. Can I kill this guy this round? I think so. So let's start with a Sunder. Take away all his armor. None of us are wounded. Oh, I don't... 8, 18, 26. We can't quite kill him. Oh, but no, we will kill him, I think. Okay. Let's calculating strike. Experience strike. Invigorating blow, I think he's dead. 83 florins. The weapon damage plus 8. Heavy blow could be nice for 18 damage. Apply mirror an opponent's stacks. This is really useful later on. Like, unbelievably useful for challenge. Because enemies will have like 200 stacks of armor when we get into later portions of this act. Or in particular, Act 3. I'll take heavy blow. As for equipment, a battle axe. 9 damage. If opponent intends to attack this character, deal 1 × 4 to adjacent opponents on rank. Gain charge. This is really useful for Thaw Thunder if he intends to use lots of charge. We could dual wield axes as well if I really want to. I think we'll hold on to this. Mondo Dagger. Applies 6 times 2 damage, applies 5 damage. This is also useful for dual wielding. I don't want 2 weapons in my stash though. We'll keep with what I have. We'll swap out the hammer for the battle axe. And everyone, I think we'll do one more. Actually, no, it feels like I'm playing for close to an hour, so I think we should stop here. I didn't realize that the first video was going to be almost 2 hours long. I mean, I love this. Oh, I like this game a lot, but I don't want it to be 2-hour-long videos. So we'll stop here, and when we come back, we'll hopefully wrap up Act 2. So I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching, everyone, and take care.